Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Today on The Young and the Restless, Audra and Lily compare notes. Devin confronts Victor, and Sally and Billy clear the air. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At the Avid house, Kyle is stewing when Claire comes to the door. They go over it being a day off of school for Harrison, who is excited to spend time with his nanny. Claire notices Kyle seems off, and he complains about his parents imploding in front of half of Geno City. Claire knows it must have been hard for him to see. Kyle wishes he can forget it happened. Harrison bounds in wearing a cowboy hat because they're going to feed farm animals. Claire wants him to get a jacket. The kid teases that she can't catch him, and both Claire and Kyle chase him up the stairs. Before too long, Claire helps Harrison on with his jacket and asks Kyle to join them. Harrison pleads with his dad to agree. Kyle hollers, "Let's do this." They head out the door. At the park, Nate thanks Devin for meeting him. His cousin asks if Amy Lewis is still coming to town tomorrow. Nate says she is, but this is about Winter's business. Devin raises an eyebrow and smirks as Nate tells him he thinks they should hire Audra Charles. Nate goes on about what a passionate businesswoman Audra is, and Devin snarks that he might be a little biased about Audra and her passion. Nate insists she be an asset. Devin tells him there's no chance in hell he'd hire her. He doesn't trust her, and thinks Nate is setting himself up for trouble by having a relationship with her. Nate doesn't need the judgment. Devin doesn't want to see him get hurt. They establish that they're happy to be working together. Devin wants to convince Lily this is where she needs to be. They have to get her to forget about battling Victor. Nate doesn't see it happening. Audra approaches Lily, who is eating at the bar in Society. She tells her they need to talk. "I understand we got screwed over by the same person, Victor Newman." Lily guesses Nate told her and tries to eat her lunch in peace. Undeterred, Audra shares her story with Lily, who learns that Victor is the mystery investor who helped her take Lisade from Tucker and then fired her for no reason. Audra guesses Lily didn't get anything in writing from Victor on the deal she was trying to make with him. Lily says their families go way back. Audra says no paper is a rookie move. Lily shrugs. Victor is a master of the game, and she fell for it. She marvels that even knowing who Victor is and what he's capable of, they still got played, but I am definitely going to get what I deserve. Lily tells Audra she won't stop until she's back on top at Chancellor. Audra wonders if she knows what it's like to have to claw and scrape her way into a job. Her father paved her way. Lily's worked hard to get where she is. Audra asks where it's gotten her. They debate their different styles. Lily suggests Audra stop cheating and trust herself. Stop talking about what you want and take what's yours. Audra notices he's practically cheerleading her to succeed. Lily sighs. She's talking to herself as much as her. But will they listen? At the club, Adam updates Victor that a new article is dropping today, smoothing over Audra's departure from Blissade. He'll also love the one burying Billy at Abbott Chancellor, as ordered. Adam reiterates that he draws a line with hurting Jack, but as for Billy Abbott, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Chelsea walks up with Connor's shin pads for hockey, and Victor says it's nice to see them co-parenting so well. It's as it should be. Adam tells his father to pump the brakes and walks off. Victor asks Chelsea to hang back and tells her that although they've had their ups and downs, he's watched her grow into a remarkable woman. He knows Adam and Sally are done, and that she and Billy split up, so he'd like to put in his 2 cents. Victor tells Chelsea that Sally was never right for Adam. "You are right for him. That's all I'm going to say." On Crimson Light's patio, Phyllis probes Billy to see if he's decided yet whether or not to fire her. She insists the best option is to pretend to fire her. She's sure she can boom the company. He will become a superstar and everyone will love him. "They'll love me too." Billy's not keen and tells Phyllis to give him time and space to get his mother off of his back. Then he'll rehire her. Phyllis argues, and then, distraught, gets up and walks inside. Sally appears and Phyllis watches as they smile at each other, and he tells her to sit down. She throws up her hands at him, having time to chat to Sally, but not to talk business. Meanwhile, Billy tells Sally he was hoping he'd run into her. Billy apologizes to Sally for kissing her. She says they kissed each other and called her crazy. but she thinks they both needed it. They may even have both liked it, but it wasn't for the right reasons. Billy thanks her for not being offended. Sally shrugs that it could have been much worse. They could have fallen right into bed together. Sally confides that her friend did mention rebound revenge sex as a pro, but in the end, it comes back to bite you. She's not interested in making more mistakes. Billy says, agreed. She asks about Abbott Chancellor. Billy tells her about his mom ripping into him because she doesn't understand what he's trying to do. Sally suggests he just do it. Anyone would be crazy not to have complete faith in you. Billy tells her she's the lone voice and thanks her. They toast as Phyllis looks on. At society, Lily tells Audra, "This has been interesting," as Nate walks in. He remarks on the unlikely lunch duo. Lily says it turns out she and Audra have a few things in common. She hugs Nate and leaves. Nate asks Audra what that was about. Audra says job prospects. She's appalled to hear that he spoke to Devin about a position for her. She warned him if he tried to help her, they would be over. Nate stops her from leaving and tells her she'd be a huge asset to Winters. There's nothing charitable about that. In the park, Victor crosses paths with Devin. They talk about the wedding, and Devin asks him how he acts like everything is cool when he used his sister and screwed her over. Victor would like Lily to forget about Chancellor and join Devin at Winters. It's what their father would want. He'll try to talk her into it, and hopes Devin will help. At the club, Adam apologizes to Chelsea for Victor. She asks if he told his father about her and Billy. Adam points out that he's been seen with Sally all over town. Chelsea thinks Adam should try to get back with Sally. A bond like that does not just go away. Adam isn't interested in going back. Is she holding out hope for Billy? Chelsea huffs that it's complicated. Adam thinks it's time for both of them to move on. Chelsea asks, "With each other? Is that what you really want?" Adam says Connor wants to be a family again. Chelsea says they are a family, our virgin. Adam tells her how in awe of her he is. They have a foundation for a future that could be amazing. Chelsea thinks he's trying to fill a void in his life. Adam asks her to be honest with herself and admit that her feelings are as strong as his. Maybe this is how it was meant to be. Adam coaxes Chelsea. She can't tell him she hasn't thought about being a real family again. Chelsea says it always ends badly. Look at their track record. Maybe you and I could survive that again, but Connor couldn't. Adam truly believes they can do this. Chelsea wipes away a tear. She tells him she has feelings for him, but the kind of love they had almost destroyed them. They've grown and become better people, worthy of finding love again. She's not sure if it will be with Billy and Sally, but it can't be with each other. On the coffeehouse patio, Billy tells Sally he's feeling more inspired. She said she should go. They joke and Sally gets up to go. She tells him to screw the doubters. You got this. Once she leaves, Phyllis reappears and complains about his little love fest. He doesn't have time for her or business, but he has time for a pity party. She urges him to get back with Chelsea, which kept him even-keeled. No one wants to see him dig a hole. Billy tells her she's dead wrong. Having a friend to lean on is a good thing. Phyllis rants about wanting to take Daniel and Lucy's pain away. She doesn't even know who to fight. Billy can't imagine what they're going through. He reminds her they're friends first. She thanks him for letting her vent, and says the best way to heal is to fight a fight you know you can win. Phyllis wants to focus on getting Victor out of Abbott Chancellor and convincing his mother. Together, at the Abbott house, Claire, Kyle, and Harrison are back from their excursion. Harrison wants a baby pig. Kyle sends him up for a bath after a hug. He and Claire agree he's the best kid ever. Claire picks some straw off Kyle's jacket, and he tells her she did it again. She made him smile and laugh and forget about the crap in his life. So, thank you. Claire tells Kyle she'll check in with him later. He lets her know how much she brightens his day. I'm glad we had today. I just hope I can protect Harrison from what's going on with this family. Claire doesn't know how to help, but she's never seen Jack and Diane so angry. Kyle's at a loss for a solution. They may be past the point of no return. At society, Nate tells Audra that Devin turned down his pitch. She says, of course he did. She informs him that she'll get what she wants her way on her terms. Nate wants to offer advice. As a former backstabbing asshat, he had to learn some hard lessons and learn to trust the people who care for him and let them in. He wants her to get the same sense of happiness and freedom he's found, and he'd love to share it, but he knows who she is. If she chooses to fight, he'll support her. At Crimson Lights, Phyllis asks Billy to let her have one conversation with Jill. She gets a notification and says there's an article from New Media on Abbott Chancellor. Billy goes to look it up and she stops him. It says he's in over his head, bungled the deal with Odyssey 7, can't hold on to staff, and doesn't have a true vision. This is right from Victor. You know that. This is the very thing we have to fight. In the club, Chelsea runs back up to Adam holding her phone and asks, "What the hell is this?" She asks if he's going after Billy because of her. In the park, Sally reads the article about Billy. She turns to see Victor, who greets her. "Beautiful day, isn't it? Except probably not for you. You just broke up with Adam. Hopefully for the last time." Sally tells him after the hatchet job Adam did on Billy, she's glad he's out of her life. In the jazz lounge, Lily shows Devin the smear campaign Newman Media did on Billy. Devin questions her not being happy about it. She doesn't know whether to be thrilled or pissed off. In society, Audra tells Nate she'll fight. She didn't come all this way to lose to a trust fund baby like Kyle Abbott. Taking him down will be the best part. At the Abbott mansion, Kyle tells Claire he doesn't know how they got here. "Maybe I do, I just don't know how to handle it." His father has always been his example and has protected him. Until, Claire says, until he didn't? Kyle never imagined them pushing him out of Jabot and turning it around to make him look like the bad guy. When his mother tells him he's failed as a son and his father says he's a disappointment, it hurts like hell. Kyle thought if he could get away from them, he could find a way to heal. But last night old wounds were ripped open. To see them turn on each other, so hateful, my family. The love that we have always had. If it's not there, what else is there? Claire pulls him into an embrace. Next on The Young and the Restless. Phyllis loses patience with Nick. Danny phones home, and Daniel pressures Sharon to come clean.